Have you ever wondered why certain dreams or feelings seem to linger, even when you can't quite put your finger on them? What if I told you there's a hidden part of your mind influencing your thoughts and actions in ways you might not even realize? There was a man who ventured into these very shadows of the human mind, seeking answers in places most of us would never think to look. His name was Carl Jung, and his exploration into the depths of the subconscious is nothing short of extraordinary. If you pay close attention, you might notice that resistance often makes things grow larger. This could be a bad habit, negative thoughts, overwhelming emotions, past experiences, or even a looming deadline. Whatever it is, pushing against it, trying to ignore it or force it away, only seems to make it stronger. The harder you resist, the more power it gains, and eventually, it can overwhelm you. This phenomenon is sometimes called the white elephant effect. The more you try not to think about a white elephant, the more it dominates your thoughts. Resistance works similarly, keeping unwanted behaviors and thoughts at the forefront of your mind. Carl Jung, the influential psychologist, famously said, "What you resist not only persists, but will grow in size." In other words, what you resist persists, and you end up with more of it. Jung's words highlight a profound truth. Resistance creates tension, focusing your mind on the very thing you want to avoid. This constant focus amplifies unwanted thoughts, feelings, or experiences, making them seem larger and more powerful than they are. The mind operates like an iceberg, with the conscious mind above the surface and the unconscious mind below. The conscious mind is where you make choices and control your thoughts. But the unconscious mind, which is a vast reservoir of emotions, memories, and primal urges, is where resistance takes root. When you resist something, you push it into the unconscious mind, which doesn't understand denial and can't distinguish between resistance and focus. Therefore, by resisting, you inadvertently give the unwanted thought or behavior more power in your unconscious mind. This resistance can be likened to a child throwing a tantrum. The more attention you give, even if it's negative, the more the behavior escalates. Similarly, resisting something in your conscious mind fuels its presence in your unconscious. It becomes a mental tug-of-war, draining your energy and hindering your growth. The internal battle between your conscious and unconscious mind shapes your decisions, influences your emotions, and can even sabotage your overall well-being. As noted in New Paths in Psychology, the most intense dramas occur not on stage, but within the hearts of ordinary people, often leading to nervous breakdowns. Many people are unaware of the internal conflicts raging within them. Jung suggests an alternative to resistance: acceptance. Acknowledge your feelings, thoughts, experiences, or habits without judgment. Don't fight them. Observe them calmly and let them pass. Denying their existence only strengthens them. Acceptance allows you to detach your emotional energy from these unwanted thoughts or behaviors. With resistance acknowledged, you have a choice. You can observe, understand why it's there, and then choose to move on. The resistance may still be present, but it's no longer in control. You are. Ignoring emotional distress or anxiety only exacerbates it, causing it to linger and grow until it demands your attention. Suppressing what you need to say leads to tension that eventually explodes. Have the difficult conversation. Speak your truth. The relationship might heal, or it might end, but resistance only delays the inevitable. Jung said, Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate. Accept the darkness within, explore it, understand its source, and transform it. Ignoring anger allows it to simmer and threaten to boil over. Find a constructive way to address it and resolve the issue before it becomes a problem. Holding on to anger, resentment, or fear weighs you down. Forgive, learn, and move on. When you stop resisting, you free up mental space for what truly matters. You become proactive rather than reactive. It is essential to nourish your soul. Otherwise, you may breed inner demons. By shining a light on the dark corners of your unconscious, you can work through them. Negative emotions often stem from childhood experiences. With that awareness, you can choose healthier coping mechanisms. Fear can be reframed as healthy caution, and bad habits may be addressing deeper emotional needs. Letting go of resistance allows you to see things as they are, not as you fear them to be. It empowers you to take action rather than avoid. It opens up possibilities you couldn't see while fighting shadows. When you feel the urge to resist, ask yourself if it's helping or hindering. Choose to move with the flow, not against it, and you may find the journey smoother. Jung noted that people will do anything to avoid facing their own souls. But you are not your shadows. As Jung said, "I am not what happened to me. I am what I choose to become." Your responses to your unconscious mind define you. Turn inward to transform your reality. Choose freedom.